It's not a secret anymore that I'm a loan officer and I mainly deal with people that have filed for bankruptcy. And I'm not gonna go into details of why, what happened, how come you filed for bankruptcy and that kind of stuff. But the point is that you are in bankruptcy and now you have several payments, at least two payments. If your mortgage is not included on the Chapter 13, right now you're dealing with having to make a trustee payment every single month and having to make a mortgage payment every single month. Now, for the people that are not in bankruptcy, if you've never been in bankruptcy, that might sound like, well, it's an extra payment. True, you don't have to pay your credit cards, you don't have to pay your student loans. You don't have to pay those extra payments because now you have one payment. However, what people don't understand is that in order to get to this point, a trustee is deciding how much money you're going to pay them every month. And they're not making it easy. They are pretty much draining you until the last penny for the next 3 to 5 years. And if you're right now probably you're in a position where you're struggling financially and you feel that you are getting very, very tight until the last penny, to the point that probably you cannot even afford those trustee payments and mortgage payments on top of that. And maybe you're scared. If that's your situation, this video is for you. So you're wondering, can I use my equity? Is there any way that I can use the money that I have in my home to pay for that bankruptcy and be free, get it done with, or at least try to consolidate those two big payments into one single payment? And hopefully, maybe you can even lower the interest rate that you have in your home. That would be like perfect, the perfect world, if that makes sense. Well, if that's what you're wondering, I'm going to give you in this video the elements, the keys, what a lender is going to ask from you. So if you are a little bit scared about contacting a loan officer because you don't want them to pull your credit for nothing, well, hopefully this video can help you a little bit. Number one, and I'm not going to go into this, into what I'm about to say, but I don't know why they didn't give you this advice before, why you couldn't get that equity out to pay your Chapter 13. That to me seems crazy. And I could talk for hours about why financial advisors, attorneys, they allow you to file Chapter 13 knowing that you have a home with equity. And sometimes you don't even have a mortgage on the home. But anyway, that's a different story. So what can you do now that you're in Chapter 13? Number one, you need to have at least 12 on-time payments to the trustee. And what I mean with that is, if your due date is the 1st of each month, you need to be able to pay that trustee within 30 days from the due date. If you go over the 30 days, most likely there's nothing that we can do or any lender can do, period. So do you have 12 on-time payments? Have you been in Chapter 13 for 12 months? If that's the case, good. You can move on. Now, a mortgage loan officer will not, how can I say this? It's not about how nice your loan officer is. It's about what you can prove. So what I would do is I would contact your attorney. I would contact your trustee if you have to. And you tell them, look, I need my trustee payment history. I need a proof that I've been making all my trustee payments on time for the past 12 months. That is the key. That is incredibly important. You need to get that. Any lender will ask for that. Number two, your mortgage payment. You need 24 months of on-time mortgage payments. Now, most likely your mortgage is not showing anymore in your credit report. So you need proof of that. They call it VOM, verification of mortgage. All that is just a paper saying that you've been making payments on time. But you need it for 24 months. If you have Wells Fargo as your lender, Wells Fargo is not going to give you a crap. I can tell you flat out. I have tons of stories. I've dealt with tons of people that have Wells Fargo, and it's absolutely nightmare to go that route to get that VOM. However, Any lender, including Wells Fargo, can provide to you a 24-month mortgage payment history. And pretty much it's just a paper saying, like, you know what, you pay for January, February, March. Again, you want each payment to be within 30 days of the due date. If you are late one payment, your loan is most likely dead. I can tell you that. There's a few exceptions to that, but same thing with the trustee payment history. There's some things that sometimes you can do, but most likely there's nothing else we can do as a loan officer. Number 3, your credit score. You need to be at least a 600, at least for my company, and I believe most of the companies is the same thing. You need to be at least a 600 credit score. If you're below 600, why are you below 600? What is making your score be under 600? Figure it out, fix it, dispute medical collection. I mean, there are things that you can do to improve your credit, so don't give up. Have a good mortgage company, a professional loan officer pull your credit and go over the credit with you. Don't, how can I say this? If you're watching this and you think that your credit is a trophy, you can use your credit in 2 different ways. You can have your credit as a trophy to show to people, look how amazing credit I have, or you can use your credit as a tool. That all it is, credit is just a tool. And if you want to keep it as a trophy, good for you. Good luck, because who are you flexing for, man? Who are you flexing for? There's no reason to flex for anybody. Most people like to flex, look at my credit score, to people that you don't even like. Dude, live your life. That's a different topic, different video. What I'm saying is, get your credit pull. What's the worst that can happen? That you lose 3 points is temporary anyway. They will go up. Who cares? Plus, most of the time that doesn't hit you in any way. By the way, soft pulls don't exist. I'm going to repeat this again. Soft pulls don't exist. Everything is hard, man. Everything is hard. You can check your credit report, a full credit report, without affecting anything. That's in my experience, at least. But anyway, pull your credit, go over your account history, payment history, public records. I mean, a good mortgage professional will tell you and will know what to do to improve that credit score. All right, so we're 3 steps now. The last step, I'm going to say that you're going to need all the documents. You need to be able to prove your income by pay stubs, W-2s. If you're self-employed, you got to provide all your tax returns. You got to be able to prove. Just remember, a mortgage, whether you're buying a home, whether you're refinancing, whether you're in Chapter 13, whether you're in whatever way you like it, it's only valid if you can prove your income, if you can prove that you have good credit, if you can prove that you made those trustee payments on time, if you can prove that your mortgage payments were on time. They only care what you can prove, because the underwriter is the one that is going to be approving this for you. Good luck. And wait, I forgot. There's one more step, one last step, and probably is the most important one. You need a trustee approval letter. What does that mean? You can call your attorney and be like, look, I'm trying to refinance, and I apparently need my trustee approval. He controls your life at this point, unfortunately. So you need a letter from your trustee saying, hey, I do approve a refinance for XYE person. And normally they will ask you for a mortgage loan estimate. So you're going to have to contact the mortgage company. They're going to have to give you a loan estimate, and you're going to have to give that loan estimate to your attorney, who is going to use that loan estimate as a proof that you're actually doing it. You actually want to do this. They will give you a letter in a PDF format, in paper, whatever it is. You will give this letter to your mortgage loan officer professional, and at that moment is when the process starts. Now we can talk about appraisals. Now we can talk about lower interest rates. Now we can talk about the interest rate that you want to get and all that kind of crap. But before, if you don't have these items, there's nothing that anyone can do. Any good mortgage professional should tell you these things up front, so you don't waste your time, so you know what to expect. and so yeah, you can change your life. I mean, I personally recommend, if you have the option, if you have equity in your home and you really want to make a dent in your life, you really want to make an impact, you really want to improve your financial situation, what are you waiting for? It's not that hard. I know it's scary. Don't wait until you cannot make until you cannot afford making those trustee payments, or even worse, making those mortgage payments. Because if you fall behind those trustee payments, or you fall behind those mortgage payments, unfortunately, there's nothing else that you will be able to do. Hopefully this helps. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I put my contact information in all the mortgage videos that I make. So if you have any questions, number one, I'm not going to try to sell you anything. I can tell you that flat out. I'm going to give you the best advice I can possibly give you, kind of like these videos. And if you really want me to, I'll pull your credit for you. And I'll tell you what you can do, and you can go and shop around with any mortgage company that you like. It just happens to be that we're dang good at what we do. I really, really, really need you to hit the thumbs up. That way this video can grow, the channel can grow, and the whole YouTube algorithm crap can do something. Thank you for watching. Bye.